Evaluation time. Everybody knows how this thing goes. Cowboys are always evaluating players 365, and the Senior Bowl notes are right in my hand here of some of the guys that some of the Cowboys scouts or even the writers are paying close attention to. And we got to do that. We got to look at this team and say, okay, who is out there? Who are they going to pay close attention to? And I got my notes here. They got this James Hudson. This is offensive lineman. Deontay Smith as well. He's another offensive lineman. That was Creed Humphreys. Those were the three guys. But they really like Deontay Smith. That offensive lineman, he showed a lot of athleticism. He may be projected to be like a swing tackle. And everybody knows that offensive line is some of the things that we really need is offensive line. Offensive line. That's just how it goes. And my thing is with this team and what we were looking at last year, look, the reality of it is Terrence Steele came from the Senior Bowl, right? He was undrafted, but they like what he exhibited. They like what he showcased out there as it relates to his collective talent and his total body of work. So they look at something like length. They looked at his ability to capture the edge as it relates to his blocking techniques. And they thought that they will be able to groom those things. They thought they will be able to grow those things. So maybe one of these guys is somebody off this Senior Bowl list will be a Cowboy. It's somebody. I don't know who, but it's somebody. And that's what they've been doing. Now, they're high on Hunter Long, the BC kid, Boston College. He's 6'5", 235 pounds. They love his size. They love his measurables. They love the way he's smooth with his routes and things like that. They think that he will be a good piece for the Cowboys. That's just the evaluation part of it. Will he be a person that we can look back on and say, well, we had Schultz. We had the kid that wore number 84. I forgot his name at the tip of my tongue, right? And of course, we had Jarwin. Those are guys that, I think his name was Cole. Y'all can, Hicatini, I think that's his name. Cole Hicatini. If that's his name, y'all post it down below. Cole Hicatini was his name. And I think he did a serviceable job. And we'll find out because Blake Jarwin was missed last year. We paid him his money and of course, freak accidents happen. It's just the way it is. It's the price of doing business with football. You can never predict the injury part of it. Let me repeat, you can never predict the injury part of it. And I truly believe in what Bill Parcells said. When you think you are good at a position, draft again. That's the reality of it. Cowboys, draft again. If you think you're solid at that spot, draft again, because injuries is a part of the game, war of attrition, and the healthiest team 9 times out of 10 wins. The team that can remain healthy wins. So they high on Hunter Long, and my thing is with Hunter, we will find out if the acclimation from the college level transition over to the pros. That's the reality of it. Now, small schools, they did take a look at some small school guys. I'm not going to mention, I think the James Cardwell kid or what have you, slot wide receiver, slot guy. I'm not going to just say, okay, he have an opportunity and make this team. And I know I just came off the spiel. If you think you're good at a spot, draft again. Maybe they bring him in for, if he don't get drafted, they do the same thing with the Terrence Steele situation. But it's going to be a hard way to get in on that spot. Tight end is a little wiggle room. But wide receiver slot, I want Noah Brown to get back. I want Cedric Wilson to fight back. That's what I want. I want those guys to figure those things out and fight for that position. Now, Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, and Amari Cooper, they solid, right? But maybe, just maybe. But I'm going to talk about this guy right here, Robert Rochelle. He had 10 interceptions in his collegiate year. That's college for those who don't know. My thing is, he's 6'1", 190 pounds, 195, quick. He's a boundary corner. My thing is, when you look at everything on his tape, because I got a chance to look at some of the highlights of it, and didn't get a chance to pull his all 22 yet. It's one of those things whereas I would say, if he's hungry enough, he making some head turns over there, jumping the routes. They saying that he's very feisty or what have you, and we can only go by what the people write, and we can go and make sure everything validates what they're saying. My thing is, when you look at what the young kid is doing, if you can sneak him on, if you can create something to make it like competitive, because I'm all in favor of trying to figure out this defense and bringing in every piece to see if they can fit into this puzzle, because we need help on every part of the defense. Like I said before, I think in my previous video, what are we going to do with Xavier Woods, right? What are we going to do with Cheeto Woozier, Jordan Lewis? Do they have to arm wrestle to get back on this team? Or they're going to have to do a push-up challenge? Who knows? Junebug challenge. What they're going to have to do to get back on this team for the 2021 season. As long as it's not the busted challenge, I think that these guys have a strong chance and opportunity. I think they do. Now, my thing is, Cowboy Nation, competition drives out the best of out of everybody, right? But, man, this year, this draft season, if we get a Patrick Surtain, if we get a Caleb Farley, or even if we get a Deshaunte Samuels or J.C. Horn, any of these cornerbacks that's out here, I heard a lot of people hiring Richie Grant, although he's a safety, whatever we do, we need some help on the defensive side of the ball. And I'm going to try to find out as much as possible as I can with the defensive side. Now, they do like Levi. They do like Levi, but as far as a one tech out of this particular draft, there's not many that they are high on. So there's a gang of three techs. And Levi, to me personally, leans on the aspect more of a three tech than a one. Although over there in Washington, they kind of put him at the one spot, but he's stronger, or his tape is better at the three opposed to playing down inside at the one. And I did the video assessment of that, just an observation. So you guys feel free to check that out. Maybe I'll put it somewhere in the link in the description box, something like that. All right, so I know you guys are gonna get mad at me when I say this, but just check it out. Hear me out too. Jamie Newman, Wake Forest kid, strong arm, can make the throws. He's got a slow processor. He just goes through his reads forever and a day. There are some things that he's going to have to work on. That's the quarterback of Wake Forest, Jamie Newman. Look, if you're looking for a quarterback that can be similar to the starting quarterback that you got or that you're going to have in Dak Prescott, then you might want to look at Jamie. I'm thinking that he can run and get out of the pocket. He's a one-read guy now because he's so slow in his progressions, but he got the arm talent, right? He got accuracy. I love that aspect of it. I believe that the Cowboys are high on him because they got him on they got him on the website. And when you look up his tape, you can see that the brother, he can improve. They just need to work on a few things. And he's 6'4", 237-ish pounds, something like that. So he got the size, he got the height, and I love taller quarterbacks, not too tall quarterbacks. He's right at that sweet spot as it relates to height-wise for quarterbacks. I think, hear me out before y'all crucify me, I think that he is a good prospect for the Cowboys to bring in for a cup of coffee, if possible, or if they can figure out if he getting late in the draft, maybe you can squeeze him on the roster or something like that. I think that he's that guy that can help this team out. And of course, you guys know when I did the mock draft, I was like Desmond Ridder, although Ridder decided to go back to college for another year. Same type of movement, getting somebody that's similar to the quarterback that you already got, so that the offense can still be in flux, so that also, well, the offense can still be stabilized or what have you. And also your wide receivers can get adjusted to, okay, this is another quarterback that can be elusive, get out to the edge, and these sorts of things. I think that goes a long way. Now, before anybody say, well, hey, wait a minute, Law, they got Ben DiNucci. Look here, we love what Ben DiNucci brought to the table, but player evaluation is still 365. And I'm thinking that maybe Ben DiNucci maybe 3 to maybe 4 years before he become any threat out there. And that sidearm action, he's going to have to work that out tremendously. So hopefully, man, not saying that Jamie Newman will be the guy, but hopefully they can lean towards, okay, every year we're evaluating every position. That's all my thoughts on the Senior Bowl practice 2021 for today. Hopefully we can find out a little bit more down the line. That's all the time that I have for right now. If you like this video, hit that like button, share this content. My name is Law Nation, and let's continue to grind and shine, Cowboy Nation. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Salute.